I never do such things. I'm a lady. Yeah, I did. You don't remember?
Oh, you're trying to blame me.
I'm almost finished. Hey, we're recording. You don't have to say that out loud.
Okay. My bad. I went to this workout class this morning.
All right, here you've got a
fucking...
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, this is kind of the segue into it. So I've been going to this workout class for the last 3 weeks, and it's been so good. I don't know if I mentioned it to you last time.
Oh.
But it's at this place. My friends have been going for ages, and then they were like telling me about it. They're like, you gotta go. It's amazing. And I was like, I don't know. And then I found out they have like a booty focused class. And then I was like, all right, fine, I'll go. So I've been
Fine. You talked me into it.
And it's actually really good because I was like, oh, I want to hire a personal trainer, but I was like, I just don't know if I want to like spend the money on it to like just. And the only thing I want is for them to like really fucking push me so that I can see how much stronger I am than I'm pushing myself, you know?
Oh yeah. I just want them to make my ass grow.
And like, and I was like, I just want like some help on like some technique stuff. And anyways, so yeah, I've been going and it's fucking awesome. And this chick has fixed my hip thrust and it's been so good now. Like it's crazy how much more it hits my glutes. And so for me, she was like, oh, you got to pull your feet like super close to your butt, kind of like you're doing a hip bridge. When you're setting up anyways. And then she was like, also you got to tuck your chin like so far forward that you're almost doing a crunch.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, oh my God, I did that. And I was like, whoa, I had to take 50 pounds off the bar because I was like,
oh yeah,
it's so different. And I was like, oh, like I'm so sore already today. And I'm like, I'm going to be fucked up tomorrow. But yeah, anyways.
Did she have you tuck your tailbone a little bit?
Yeah.
Like make sure it was super flat.
Yeah.
No arch.
No. Yeah, so it's super good. Like I thought I was doing that, but I just don't think I could see her. There was like just tiny things I needed to change. Anyways, totally worth it. TBD, gonna have some personal training sessions with her with my two friends. But we were at this class last week and it was so funny. We're in like, so they do like 3, I guess, chunks and it's fast. Like it's so fast because you do like supersets the whole time. Anyways, it's like the last superset is always core. And then I'm like, partnered with Camilla, and then I turn and look at her. I'm doing like ab rollout things, and then she turns and looks at me. She goes, I have a confession I've been meaning to tell you. I was like, do tell. She was like, these ab rollouts make me horny.
Is that why you're looking at me like that?
And then I would be doing them, and then I would turn and look at her, and I was like winking at her. She's probably like, you sick bitch, I shouldn't have told you.
You're like, oh, is this helping?
Oh my God, it was so funny. And so then I was laughing at her. I was like,
that's awesome.
Roll triceps, do that to me. She's like, oh my God, I know. Yeah, I heard. I was like, okay.
I heard.
So yeah, that was her confession. Ab rollouts make you horny. Like, I want to know, obviously everybody just has like a little bit different movement. Like for me, I'm not quite sure why my triceps activate me. Like that's a little bit fucking weird, but yeah, I mean, I want to know what other movements make people horny?
Mine's leg day. Anything leg day.
Anything. Your legs make you horny?
Yeah.
Wow, you must be leaving the gym fucking hot and heavy 3 times a week.
I know.
Hey. Dylan's like, score, leg day.
I know. He's like, leg day. Day.
Okay. Well, we're below the belt again. Sorry, folks.
You're welcome. No apologies here. No apologies here. That's why they're here for. Admit it. Just as bad as we are.
100%.
Just as bad.
We're just saying it. They're thinking it, you know?
So, yeah. That's why they feel safe with us. Well, welcome back to another episode of Gym Bag Confessions. I am Rochelle.
And my name is AnnMarie. I like how you have to point there. And today we're talking about a few different things. We have been sending so many, that's a total lie, not so many. There's a few things we've been sending each other back and forth on Instagram because neither of us really go on there anymore. But they were just topics and we're like, we could talk about all of these topics on the podcast. So one of them is lifting for longevity, like why it's so important, not just for right now, but as we age. And then the other thing, oh yeah, BBLs. Talking about the BBL community, why things are so secretive about it, and just having a chat. So
didn't it used to be an exercise program, BBL? Brazilian booty lift or something? Remember
Brazilian
back in
butt
the
lift.
day? I feel like that used to be like a no, it used to be like an exercise program on like Beachbody or something like that.
Really?
I can't. All of a
I
sudden, I was
wonder.
like, wait a second, that used to be an exercise program
Brazilian butt lift. Do you think it's
before it
just
was
so
a surgery.
popular? Do you think it's just so popular in Brazil? That's why they called it that?
Yeah, maybe. Aren't they like naturally like the women like naturally like goddesses?
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's ask. Why is a BBL
Let's ask chat.
BBL? Dude, I am telling you. I was sitting with my friends today and we were having coffee after our workout and somebody asked something. And then I was like, I don't know, let's ask chat. And then I sat there and literally typed it into chat. They're like, you're fucked up. Okay. Yeah,
It's
Brazilian.
like that video I sent you, the little robot guy.
Rochelle also sent me this meme that's so funny. Or not meme, it's a reel. It's so funny. It's a robot walking like into the bushes in the middle of fucking nowhere. And what did it say? Like, this is your chat robot.
After I trauma dumped on it.
After I trauma dumped on it for 12 hours and fucking taking a hike. It's like, I'm fucking out of here. And it's just so robotic looking. It's hilarious.
It's like high knee steps.
Literally. Yeah. And then I was also telling high knees, yeah. And then I was also telling you about how Jay had an absolute tantrum this morning. He's like, my fucking chat, it's so shit this morning. I was like, I fucking told you it needs a day off, okay? Like,
What?
I told everybody it needs a day off from time to time. So that's why I use my personal one 6 days a week.
The meltdown.
and then I use our group collective one, once a week so that it doesn't realize that I'm using it 7 days a week.
Oh, give it a rest. Oh my God, that's funny. You didn't tell me that yet, Jay.
I swear to God, I thought I told you that.
Shit today.
Yeah, I told him that. And I was like, I told you it needs a rest. It's like, couldn't you work 7 days in a row without having a break? No, it's exhausted. It's just recalibrating. He's like, and then I told him about how
Not human.
you told me that. I was like, yeah, Rochelle is still convinced that it's not a human and it doesn't need a day off. And then I was like, well, no, like, and you also can't ask it like, hey, why are you shit some days? Because that's just like shaming the robot for not being perfect.
That's rude.
Yeah.
I mean, I say thank you and please, and if it's okay, do you mind all the time. I'm very courteous.
Maybe you could ask then, hey, I'm just wondering why sometimes you're shit. Okay, look, it says, Chad says Brazilian butt lift. Brazilian refers to the aesthetic popularized in Brazil, which is a fuller, rounder butt, often associated with curvier body proportions. And then the butt lift is obviously the procedure's goal, enhancing and lifting the appearance of the buttocks. So a fish. Yeah, and then it's just giving me a background on the BBL.
Did you say fish?
Huh?
Oh, we don't need to talk about fish.
No. And then it goes, let me know if you want more info on how it's done, recovery or safety concerns. It's a hot topic in cosmetic surgery.
No, I'm good. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but
I thought about it for a hot minute and I was like, oh my God, I should just get a BBL. And then I was like, by the time I save up for the fucking BBL, I could have just grown my glutes. So what if I just grow my glutes and do it for free? That I don't need to pay. Then I can have like $12,000 spent on like.
Well, it's not for free because you're paying for supplements and gym memberships and.
That's also for my mental health, sister. Okay.
Well, I know. I was just saying it's not completely free. No
It's
matter
what?
how you slice it.
It just
If you,
costs.
like sneak into the gym and you never paid for it. Then it could be free.
That's true.
That sounds like you.
100%.
All of a sudden, I was like, "Wait, am I muted? I'm not.
No, you're good.
I'm not muted."
This whole podcast just goes me talking to myself.
They'd be like, "God, why is this such a good episode?" Oh, that's right. We could just hear AnnMarie. She sounds like she's a schizo. That
Seriously,
wasn't kind.
What are your opinions on it, right? Because I think the reel that I sent you, I think, was from Brett Contreras, and I love his stuff. I've even done his program for like a year, which I really enjoyed, and I love his content. I have nothing but good things to say about him. I like him. But he was saying, because the BBL is so secretive, people are not talking about it because they think it's like so shameful. Whereas like people get their boobs done, they're like, I got my tits done, and it's just like this totally normal topic. I wonder why it's so like what do you call it, taboo to get a BBL.
I think it's, I mean, because he, like he said in that video, it's like it feels like it's cheating.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas like boobs, you can't really do anything about.
That's true.
You know,
You
like
either have
they
them or
are
you
what
don't.
they are, or they disappeared, or like a lot of them is just like, well, you don't really have a choice. But BBL, you could have grown. Is probably what the perception is there. Not that that's necessarily the truth, because you have like genetic factors. So you could probably work to build your glutes for a long time, but maybe you can't ever reach a certain point anyway
Yeah.
because of genetics. I don't know, but
Yeah, it's so interesting.
my problem with it is like what a lot of people say is like people aren't being transparent with it,
Yeah.
as far as like, here, you can grow your glutes like I did, and they didn't actually. They're like
Yeah.
lying about it.
Yeah. There's actually this girl that's coming into my mind, and I think Booty by Jax even posted a video about her. I can't remember what her name is. Maybe it's like Hannah Pearson or something. And her glutes are like so full, so fucking round. And like on Brett Contreras thing, he was like, oh yeah, some people actually just do lift really fucking heavy and then they get like a BBL as like an enhancement part. I was like, I could totally see her having a BBL and also training super fucking hard, lifting really fucking heavy, and having like both, because they can support each other. You know what I mean? Or they like probably work really well together if you're doing both. So it's interesting, because then I wonder how many influencers that are like big influencers have fucking BBLs, selling booty programs or glute programs, and then not telling people that they have BBLs.
Yeah. What do you think about that, though? What is your opinion on it?
Well, I think it's not ethically right to be selling a booty program if you have a BBL, or like not. Maybe you tell people that you have a BBL, like, hey, I have a BBL, but this is also what I did to grow my glutes, and here's what it looked like, and here's how it looks a few years later, kind of thing. Like, if you're transparent about it, it's totally different. But it's the fact of like just being so secretive about it. Because he was saying there's a lot of
It's like, maybe show us the picture before you got the BBL, show us after you got the BBL, and then show us how you've trained after you've got it, and show us how they've changed since you had surgery as you've been working out. Then maybe I can be like, oh, okay.
yeah.
Because it was just like the same thing with that one girl that we both really love. And then all of a sudden it occurred to me that maybe that's steroids. Because
Definitely.
in my mind, I was like, no way. No way. She would say, right? She would say. And in my mind, I was like, I want that. I want to work towards that. And then it was really defeating when I found out I couldn't get that. Because unless I took steroids. And I was like, well, shit, I wanted my fucking quads to look like they could kill somebody. Like, they look so good.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I fucking love great quads and stuff. And I was just like, oh, I'm so heartbroken right now.
I think it's like too, because a
So-
lot of people will say also it's like genetics, whereas a lot of people I think don't realize like, I'm not saying like, and it's not, I'm not saying that it's the same category or whatever, but a lot of people do just have really fucking freakishly good genetics, and some people just don't.
Yeah,
and
absolutely,
so,
they do.
yeah. So it's like, I don't know. It's so interesting. I think the only way that you can like understand your own genetic potential is just by like training super fucking hard, getting to the place where you're like doing all the things, ticking all the boxes, and then being like, okay, cool, this is what my body looks like. Because even the girl at the gym who is the trainer that I really like her body is totally fucking banging, and she's not like 0% body fat, but she has like a very like she holds almost no fat on her stomach, and then she has more fat in her glutes, in her legs, like, so she just has this like very beautiful feminine like physique. And I was like, it's so interesting. But she's fucking jacked, but not like shredded. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it looks super good.
That's
and
cool.
like super feminine. I'm like, every body is so different. I'd say I hold like more fat in my stomach than I do in like my backside of my body, you know, like You can't fucking win them all. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, God damn it. Do people actually have big boobs and big booty naturally? I think it's impossible. You have one or the other.
Oh,
I'm
I don't know.
convinced.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just had this thought. I was like, it would be so cool if there was a way. I'm sure there might be a way that I just don't. I'm not aware of. If like something scientific or something could like evaluate your body. Like, here's your bone structure. Here's your muscles. Like, oh, your quads grow really well. Your legs grow really well. Or like they're,
Mm.
like, and they could be like, this is what you like if you worked hard, if you trained for, for your optimal physique or whatever you want to call it, this is what you could look like. And it could be like specific to your genetics, like this is how your hip structure is, this is how your muscles grow, like, oh, maybe you're naturally, because you were like, oh, I thought I was stocky. But
But
then
I'm
you're like,
actually
no, I'm
petite,
actually
yeah.
naturally really petite and lean.
Yeah.
And it's so we could be like, oh, actually you're meant to be more slender, or no, you are meant to have more muscle tone here, or your legs grow better than your upper body, or actually no, your upper body, like those kind of things. That'd be so cool to know
That would be, that'd
about
be like
yourself.
you'd be chasing your own vision of yourself rather than like somebody else.
Yeah, because then you could be like, yes, I'm meant to have like shoulder boulders, bah, bah, whatever. I don't know.
No, I think that's actually so cool. It's really interesting, actually, like how my body's changed in the last little while because I feel like I've been really focusing on progressive overload and lifting like a lot heavier. And I'm like, I swear to
Oh,
God, my
yay.
arms have gotten way more jacked. Like I can see my shoulders. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, let's see. I don't know because I'm like training way harder. Like I didn't realize how hard I had to train. And now that I'm actually doing it, I'm like, oh, I'm excited to see what happens in like the next 4 months when I'm like just going fucking ham in the gym.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I struggle going really hard on my upper body, mostly like the shoulders because I'm like scared of injuring it. So I'm always like, how hard is hard enough,
Yeah.
on that? Because I'm like one rep away from like fucking up my shoulders, what it feels like.
Oh, yeah. Just
But
take
yeah,
it
that's
easy.
cool. But that's another
Yeah.
topic for another day. So I would agree. Like I don't have problems with people getting surgeries. Obviously, I've had 2 surgeries. But I'm very transparent. Like when like I'm especially if I'm talking to like women, like friends and stuff or whatever, I'm like quick to tell them, like, especially when they're like, "Oh my God, you look so good for having 6 kids." That's another conversation for another day. I don't like that compliment actually, but but I'm like, for having 6 kids, what did you
What the
expect?
fuck does that
Like a
mean?
hag from the forest? I know, right? Yeah. I'm like, thanks, I think.
Yeah.
You look good for not having any kids. I don't know what to tell you there.
It's
Great.
true.
You don't look like you're 80.
You're like that. I
No.
wouldn't say it's a compliment.
I know, like, I think you think that's a compliment, but it kind of isn't really.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like maybe I'm not. Anyway, but I like to tell people, like, oh, yeah, like I had a tummy tuck, like, because I lost all the weight that I could. I had all the loose skin. There's nothing I could do about it. And I got the tummy tuck. So I don't want people to think that I just had this tight stomach. Like, I mean, I lost the weight. I did that part. But, like, I had to have somebody cut the skin off, So I always want people to know the truth of, like,
Yeah.
what they can expect for themselves.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to give somebody the false idea that I need to get a charger for my computer. But yeah, I feel like, but I don't know, even though, like, okay, even if I say, okay, I want transparency around the BBL, I still don't know if I would actually still listen to them, though, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's kind of like his point he was saying about steroids because he was like, all professional bodybuilders are on steroids and it's like they don't want to talk about it because
Dylan
they
for the
think that they didn't actually work for those results and it's like no. Like when I see somebody who is a bodybuilder and I'm like they're definitely on steroids, I'm like, yeah, but they still work their fucking ass off to get like that, So it's like I see it as an enhancement rather than like that's the only reason you're jacked because there's people who take steroids like because I always watch these videos on like are they on steroids or are they not, and there's so many kids who are on steroids and you would never know. Like you can't barely tell. Even like my ex, he was on steroids and I knew he was, but seeing him, I wouldn't be like, that guy's definitely on steroids. I just would have been like, that guy's fucking jacked. There was moments when he was like super, like when he got really lean, then I was like, okay, you're on steroids. But like when he was just normal, like then I was like, you couldn't really tell. Do you know what I mean? But I think his frame, normally he was really fucking small. So it's like, but he still went to the gym, like fucking trained his ass off, like did cardio, was really good with his macros, like, so yeah.
People ask Dylan all the time if he's on steroids. And I think they're always disappointed to hear that he's not, because he's so jacked.
He is really fucking
And I'm like,
jacked.
that guy works his... Yeah, he is. He's like chiseled out of marble. He's beautiful.
Yeah.
But he works his fucking ass off. And I think maybe there's a misconception, even in my own mind, of like steroids, because I don't really understand them very much. So I go, so you're telling me, oh, they work really hard still. I'm like, oh, they do still have to work really hard? Huh. I just felt like, oh, they just had to show up at the gym and maybe like move some weight around, like, here's some dumbbells. Me. I think maybe that's the hope.
Yeah. It's like, just take steroids, gets jacked. Okay. No, but it was actually interesting because I saw this one, I watched this like steroids or like not natty or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. And it was this guy and he was at a bodybuilding competition and he was asking all the bikini competitors, and it's fucking crazy. There's ones who look very feminine, but they're so fucking petite. And they were like, oh yeah, I'm on testosterone and Anavar. And I'm like, what? Like it kind of broke my brain because I was like, you don't look like you're taking testosterone. I'm like, it was like really low dose of testosterone, but then they were also taking Anavar. And I'm like, I would never.
What's Anavar?
I don't know, but I know that a lot of the bikini competitors take it, so I'd probably say it's something to do with like fat burning.
You didn't chat that?
Yeah, I'm going to right now.
You didn't chat GPT that?
Hold
on, folks. We're going to do the research for you. Or I mean, her chat robot is.
Oh, it's an anabolic steroid developed in the 1960s.
Oh, okay.
It's used medically to help people gain weight after surgery, trauma, or to counter muscle loss against conditions like HIV.
That's what chocolate cake is for.
That's so weird. Okay, so then it says, in fitness and
weird.
bodybuilding, Anavar is popular because it promotes lean muscle gain with minimal water retention, and it helps preserve muscles during a cut. It's considered relatively mild, especially for women compared to other steroids. It has low androgenic activity, meaning it's likely to cause...
you're not talking me out of using them.
No, but here's the thing. People
what are the side effects?
No, this is the thing. I've read about it. People will take Anavar and they start with like a low dose and then they start to increase it because they're like, oh, I have no
side effects.
And then it gets to the point where your voice actually gets deeper. But once your voice gets to that point, it doesn't reverse.
That's right.
And facial hair. And it changes like
that one girl.
Yeah, yes, that we know. And also I heard Layla Hermosi.
Facial hair. I already have enough facial hair.
I know.
I don't need more.
No. Yeah, I know. So stay the fuck away from it, okay? And it actually, yeah, like it's crazy. And it causes testosterone suppression in men. Crazy. Like this shit fucks your life up. Like it's in the moment you take it and you're like, oh, this immediate like reward, and then it's like, dude, you're actually like shaving years off your life. Even Dr. Mike says that. He's like, oh yeah, by taking steroids, he's like, I know I'm like taking like 5 or 10 years off my life. I'm like, that to me is fucking insane. Shit. It's crazy.
Yeah,
you're like,
that's not worth it.
No.
What could you have done with the 5 years? Unless maybe you were in diapers and couldn't do anything for 5 years, then maybe it'd be worth it. But that actually brings us to the next topic of longevity.
Oh wow! Wow, look at that segue, girl.
Did you see that transition?
Absolutely, that was really fucking good.
Yeah. Because it's like, because we have, because we do have to remember, like, why are we doing this? Like we can't get off track of like, I gotta look,
be so obsessed with how you're looking in your younger years.
Yeah.
That you forget, like,
you're like, okay,
why you're actually
doing
off
it. Track there.
Yeah. So then
how important is that really? Because when we're like 80 looking back on pictures, we're probably just going to be remembering those moments. Like, I mean, I can look back at a picture from last month and be like, oh, oh, okay, I didn't look that great, but like in like 30 years, I'm going to look back and be like, oh my God, I remember that moment. Am I really going to like really be fixated on what my ass looked like when I'm 80 years old?
No.
I hope not.
You're not going to
No.
look back and be like, oh
And
my God,
why
I
are
was
we
so hot. Or you'll be like, yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
are, but it's
Oh, I
not
know,
like
right?
the highlight of reflecting on your life. You're going to be like, oh my God, yeah, I was so hot,
Yeah.
but I also blah, 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 you know?
Yeah, it won't be the priority. And like what and like at the end of the day, why are we doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, we want to feel good, but we want to be strong, act like literally strong, physically strong. We want to be healthy, we want to be well. Because if we have everything in our life but we have crap health, we can't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And
My
we want to
friend,
have like long health forever, like as
forever.
long as we can. We want to
Yeah.
extend it as good as well as we can. I'm still saying I'm not dying. That's
You're never
my
dying, you're
plan.
immortal. God,
I
no,
am.
get me out of here. As soon as my friends start dying, like, just don't even bother. Like, why?
Just make new friends, AnnMarie. Just
Okay,
make
yeah.
younger ones.
Yeah, true. Oh my God.
Just
But
perpetually befriend the 20-year-olds. Once they turn 30, we can't be friends
I think
anymore.
that gets weird.
You're too close to death.
Yeah, yeah. You're just this old lady hanging out with all these young fucking spring chickens. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Sounds
that
fun.
kind of my friend actually Dominique sent me that reel. And it was talking about this guy was saying how women have higher incidences of falls and how talking about like your neurons and your what did he say? It was reactivity. Okay, guys, we're not really scientific with any of these things, so bear with us. But he was talking about the fast twitch muscle fibers. It's called reactivity. And the reason people fall when they're older is because you lose muscle and you also, your reactivity isn't as fast. And he said the way that you can actually train that and kind of like reverse it is by lifting really fucking heavy weights. And so his whole point was like, especially women, we need to lift like fucking heavy weights and be like super fucking strong. And it's like I think about that too, like sometimes I don't want to go to the gym, or when I'm like seeking balance, or I'm not trying to burn myself out, it's like I want to be one of those ladies in the gym that's like, fucking 75,
Yeah,
still
I love those
lifting
old ladies
weights.
at the gym. They look so
The
badass.
best. I know. And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
what I want. And like you think about it too, and you hear old people and they're past the point of where they can build muscle, and it's like, like really good muscle. And I'm like, okay, I want to just fucking go ham for like the next 10 years, build as much muscle as I can. And then you want to be like 80 years old and being able to like get yourself up off the floor. Like I see old people walking down the street with walkers and fucking all this shit. And I'm like, oh my God, you didn't look after yourself at all. And now your life, your quality of life just decreases so much because you have no strength. It's like, okay, going up the stairs is hard.
Yeah.
Carrying your groceries is hard. Like anything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You just see how
Yeah.
frail they are.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what's going to happen to you in the
True.
next 20 years of your life. You could get some kind of injury and be in some kind of accident where you can't lift like you are right now, but you still have to figure out a way to do something, like especially like in the emergency room. We see so many elderly folks every day. Like I would say like 85-90% of the emergency room is elderly, and the same with the hospital. And the majority of those are falls. Like it was really startling to me how big falls were. And that's like one of the, like, I think, don't quote me.
With
It's
our
like one of the
scientific
number
knowledge.
one reasons why. Yeah. We're scientists here. We're just speaking to facts only.
Facts. Hard data.
Is like, I feel like it's like one of the main reasons that people die of like in old age is falls, or it's like the biggest indicator of like health issues is going to be a fall. Like we see like people they'll come in and their heads gashed open, like their walker will drop out from underneath them, or like they didn't react fast enough. Like, oh my God, this one lady, she was in great health. And she was walking up on her porch and she tripped on her little dog and fell back and broke her foot, right? And so they bring her in to the hospital, and you could actually see her
Ew.
part of her bone
Ew.
sticking, like it had gone through the thing. But they had to like helicopter her to Portland because of the severity, because of her age. And they were like, they're gonna have to, and it was just like a break that you and I could heal from, a kid could heal from, but she was like in her 80s, wasn't going to heal from it. So they were like, we had to actually fly her. She's got to get that amputated.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Like where you and I could heal from it, she couldn't. It would be less traumatic for her to go through an amputation for her body because there wasn't enough. Somebody was explaining it to me. It's like, because it takes so much, it pulls so many minerals and nutrients from your body and your cells to repair that they don't have enough.
But isn't an amputation
and so
worse?
They have to. That's what I thought, but apparently it's not. It's actually like you cut off the thing, and so it can. It's less for it to heal and repair.
Christ.
Don't. Okay, if you're a doctor and you're listening to me explain it, just stop cringing right now.
Like, these bitches don't know shit.
Stupid dumb girls. I'm like, this was a doctor told me this, but it was like 6 months ago, so I'm trying to remember it exactly, but I don't. Okay. But then that same doctor was like, yeah, she's probably not going to make it for a year because that is still so traumatic. So I'm like sending my mom I'm sending my mom all the time of like, here's how to prevent falls. Here's how to cause that shit is serious.
That's fucking crazy.
Like you really could one fall, like, okay, here, I think the story here is no cats and no small animals around you when you're older, like for reals, because they're always tripping over their small animals. But it's like you have to look after yourself of like to help prevent, like do all the exercises, like because like even like they were saying like I was watching some videos on Instagram of like the ones I kept sending to my mom where it's like even like how you feel like like your nerves and your limbs they can't feel the uneven surfaces as much, like that sensory. I'm at a loss for the words, like that sensory input feedback to the brain isn't as strong, and so you can't really even tell if you're on uneven surfaces.
That's crazy.
I know Dylan's dad has fallen several times, and it's like it's like miraculous that he's not severely injured himself like he could. It's so scary. We have to take care of ourselves now and then continually, like with the goal in mind of like, it's not just so I look amazing in my fucking bikini right now, but it's so that I can enjoy my grandchildren, enjoy my great grandchildren, and I can be 70 and still be able to go explore the world and still be able to do the things I want and not be stuck in my bed.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's your quality of life. Like, all the muscle that we're fucking focused on building now is what we're going to maintain. Of course, muscle mass like decreases significantly as you get older, but it's like, at least we have this great base to like work with as we get older so that you're not starting with like nothing, you know? It's crazy to me how people are like just not doing things in life or like looking after their health, or like I see young people and they're like, I don't work out. I'm like, but why? Like, what do you mean? I mean, I think it's also, I think working out is like a privilege as well. Like I think back and I'm like, okay, the reason I started working out was sport based to improve my performance. And now it's like physique based. It was probably performance based for like a long time and like sport based. And then I only just came into like the physique side of things like lately, like wanting to look better and feel better, whatever. But, you know, it'll probably change. Like we said, it's going to be like, okay, now I need to be strong. Now I need to look after my health. Now I need to, as we go through menopause, as we get older, like flexibility, all of that kind of stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy how much your body needs stress in the form of working out. Like, because I think about how hard I've been working out the last few months, and I'm like, oh my God, like you got to work out really fucking hard to grow muscle, like lifting really fucking heavy weights. And it's like, if you think about the like balance, like your body needs that for the muscle to like live off of when it gets older. But people act like we're so delicate and our bodies are so fragile. And it's like, no, you got to fucking take yourself to the gym and destroy yourself. Being mindful of like injuries and all of that kind of stuff. But your body needs it to support you later in life. You know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool because it's always like we talked last episode about the duality. Like We all hold the duality, and it's like your body needs the duality of like a lot of rest, but a lot of stress to build the muscle to keep it healthy long term.
Wasn't the one video you sent me talking about how some of the studies gave him a lot of hope of showing that like you don't need to have been doing it this whole time for it to mean something. So if you're like 50, 60, 70, like you can do it, you can start right now.
You're right. Yeah.
And do something
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
it was
Like,
called
it's not
Lift
too
More
late.
study.
Mom. Mom, I'm talking to you.
I think you're right. No, he did say that. He did say, he was like, yeah, you can start. Yeah, he did say that. Sorry, I'm talking about it only from my perspective, but it's true. He did say that. Yeah, mom.
You can talk to it from your perspective. Yeah, mom. AnnMarie's mom.
It's true. Yeah.
All the moms.
All the moms.
And aunts.
Yeah.
Crazy cat ladies.
That's like, have you seen her before? Joan. Her name is Joan. She actually, so, you know.
There's a lot of Jones in the world.
Yeah. You know Lisa Carpenter, how she was in bodybuilding? This is one of our common mentors.
Yeah. Joan, the artist?
Yes. No, Joan. Okay, so Lisa was in bodybuilding, and her coach is this like really well-known bodybuilding coach. Her mom was like really overweight, never looked after her health, and I think she actually started in her 50s or 60s working out, and now she's like fucking shredded and like in the best health of her life. And it's actually called,
that's awesome.
I don't know. My mom was telling me like a Joan app, or she's like all over the place, this lady.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, because she's just like gotten really fit as she's older. And I'm like, I fucking love that. She'll probably come up if I type her name. Train with Joan. That's her name. Yeah, she's fucking awesome. She's got 2 million followers. Like, fucking slay. And she's like, you know, in a bikini. Dude, she's got great glutes. Like, take a look at this.
It's fuzzy.
Oh.
I'll look it up.
Anyways.
I bet they are great.
She's 78 years old, and she's just looking like she's fucking thriving. It's so cute.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that
I'll
much.
put her thing in the tag, but yeah, it's Train with Joan. Love it. And so her daughter coaches her. Oh my God. 61. She started working out.
I love that.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's her before and after. She said, just a reminder, you're never too old to kickstart a whole new chapter for yourself. Bless. I love that. So fucking cool. So, you know.
I always like those things when I go, oh God, I'm so behind, or I haven't started something. It's too late. I'm like, I'm 40. How old am I? 42.
It's too late.
It's not too late. It's too late.
You're a spring chicken. You look like
Too
you're
late.
31, okay?
I am 31.
Exactly. Okay, was that all our topics, or like was she just basically the best segue for our making gains?
She's the best segue for She's Making Gains.
I love her. Maybe she is just going to be our She's Making Gains. She's so fucking legit. I'm going to tag her. And she's just
I think we should, but I also think we should stick with our also plan She's Making Gains, because I think it's really important, because we talked about this the last couple of weeks of like for ourselves of really celebrating ourselves, like being better at being grateful for where we're at.
You're right.
And celebrating our tiny things. So I think it's still good that we do our thing.
Okay.
So you can't get out of it.
You go first.
Okay. So my gains is I got 7 PRs, and every exercise that I did yesterday and 2 of the ones that I did today, I got PR. So I got 7 yesterday and 2 today, and I felt so good.
I love that.
And I was like, they were so fun. I was like so proud of myself. It was so hard, but I was like, I think I could even lift heavier.
Yeah, you can.
I think I could even smash it again. So I was really, really happy about that.
That's exciting.
My legs are sore today, but in a really good way.
That's so good. Yeah. So what day of our challenge, what day did you record the PR videos?
Oh, shit.
Day 17? 18.
17, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
17 or 19.
So after I watched
2.
that video, I also PR'd. This is not my gain for the week, but I also PR'd, and it was so fucking cool because my goal was doing, I can't remember what it was, on the leg press. I had it for 12 reps, and then I put 3 plates on the other day. I only count the plates. I don't count how much is on the machine. But that's like 270, and I got it for 12. Oh yeah, and my goal was 250. And so then I was like, oh shit, I got it by like fucking 20 pounds. Like I'm so much stronger than I think, and I probably could have done like maybe 1 or 2 more reps. So I was like,
Heck yeah.
yeah. And so I was inspired after day 17. So that's also just like a low-key plug for our challenge.
Hey,
so it's been cool.
that's awesome.
Yeah. And then I got a couple other PRs that week too, which was really cool. So I love our challenge.
Oh, it's exciting.
Yeah. But
yeah, I do too.
yeah, that's cool. Okay, slay. That's so many. I realized too, like after I trained that day, I felt so good. Like leaving the gym, like I just had this different level of confidence. Like I was fucking destroyed, but I was like, fucking, that was sick. And I know you know because you got 7 this week.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I love that feeling. That's why I love lifting weights, is that feeling of like when I walk out of the gym, I'm like, oh, fuck. Yes, bitches. Does everybody see this? Ah!
My friend at work, he was like, I leave the gym with so much energy. I was like, you are not working out hard enough. He's like, what do you mean? And I was like, I leave absolutely disheveled every time I go. He's like,
Yeah.
like I'm hangry. I leave there in a rage and I need to eat food. Like, and I'm fucking
Your
exhausted.
hair's like this.
Yeah. And I'm like, don't fucking talk to me. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah, I feel great. But like, also, no, I don't feel great.
Yeah. That's funny.
But,
Like, are you even lifting the weights, or are you just looking at them, sir?
are you even working out when you go to the gym?
It doesn't work by osmosis,
no.
I'll tell you that.
No.
I tried. Okay, what's your gain?
Going back to the steroids that we were talking about. Okay, yeah, my gain for the week actually.
Damn it.
My gain for
If
the
only there was a steroid that made your hormones even better.
that's testosterone.
Work on that, scientists. No, you know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
that,
yeah.
like the side effects were positive.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Come on now. Keep up.
Okay, yeah, this week, this one's actually really funny because I told my friends about it this week, and my one friend was like, because I use chat all the fucking time, like at least a few times a day, and she was like, you use it that much? She's like, I use it like 2 or 3 times a week. I'm like, God, what are you doing with yourself?
What a waste of life.
She was like, what did you use it for yesterday? I was like, actually, yesterday I had a very, very beneficial experience with it. And she was like, okay, what? I was at work. I don't even know. It's that time in my cycle, or I was really fucking tired. I don't know what was happening, but I left and I was so annoyed, like so fucking annoyed. Like I just had all of this like rage inside my body. And like, I was like, I just need to go home and I just need to fucking binge eat everything. Like I need to eat fucking brownies. I need to eat fucking cookies. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm absolute savage right now. And so then I was like, I don't even know what I need to give myself. I was like, what do I fucking do? And so I go into chat and I'm like sitting on the bus waiting till I get home because I was like, it's just getting worse.
You've already got your food ordered. It's being sent to the house right now. I don't know what to do.
Dude, I'm not kidding you. Okay. Let me find.
Swing by the lit store.
I actually thought about it. I'm not kidding you. And I was like, it's fine. It's like I was fucking possessed. Okay. So then I just basically sent it the longest message ever. Or no, I was like, I want to overeat. Tell me, help me identify what triggered me. Cause I was like, what triggered me into this? And then if I solve that, it's going to be good. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, it gave me all these things that could have been potential triggers. And then I was like, no, it's none of these things. And then I was like, I'm feeling anxious. My stomach feels weird. I'm annoyed. I'm super fucking annoyed. I'm annoyed. I want to like crawl out of my skin. And then I was like, I know I'm like craving the sweets to distract myself. And then it's like, gave me like a meditation to do. And then it also said, so I just repeated it because it was like, it said, say this to yourself. I'm safe in my body. This peeling will pass. I don't need to solve it right now. It's okay. I'm allowed to take care of myself. And so I kept saying it all the time. Like I just closed my eyes when I was on the bus and I was like, I'm safe in my body. This feeling will pass. And I just kept saying that over to myself, like over and over and over again. And it was pretty much like, you're feeling this weird energy and the crawling feeling, the stuck in tears. It's all in your nervous system asking for relief and asking for relief and space. And it said, so you're probably looking for sweets to soften the edges of this discomfort, but you're already showing yourself you're strong enough to sit with it. So ask yourself, what do I actually need? And so then it kind of like, that's when it gave me this prompt of this like mantra to do. So I just said that. And then, I got home and I was like, okay. And it said too, it was like, okay, just do all of these things. And then if you get home and you still want, like, have it in moderation or like with intention, you know, like don't restrict yourself. And then I was like, wow. So like, honestly, chat is my therapist when Soul is unavailable for me. So that's all I'm saying.
His soul's not on demand, damn it.
So I was actually like, yeah, because she's not on demand. So I was like, she does need a break from my shit. Okay. So
I guess. Yeah.
she's
like, I've been relegated to just once a month. She's like, it's too much.
I've been relegated
too much,
to once a month.
I'm gonna be on that podcast. My therapist ghosted me soon.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I should tell her.
I'm gonna be the third co-host.
Oh my God, I gotta tell her the title of that shit. It's fucking funny, man. Anyways, so
that's funny.
Yeah, it was actually just such a big win for me because I haven't felt that
awesome.
feeling in a long fucking time. So then it was like it really took.
Did you wind up eating all the foods?
Well, I came home and I had a Ninja Creami girl, but that's like what I'm having as a meal these days. So I had a relaxer and then I had a Ninja Creami for my third meal of the day.
That's my third meal. Was it your third Ninja Creami meal of the day, or is it your third meal of the day?
It was my third meal. But let me tell you, I have been having Ninja Creami every day. Like after we're off this call, I've already planned the Ninja Creami that I'm gonna have.
Your whole life is
Ninja Creami now.
Ice cream. Oh my God, I love it so much. Well, that's great. That's actually a really good game.
Yeah.
Though that's awesome. I like how you used it.
Yeah, you know?
That's cool. Thank you, chat.
Thank you. Courtesy
Thank
of
you,
chat.
for supporting AnnMarie.
Thank you. I know. And then my friend goes, oh, didn't you know that chat is like very not environmentally friendly? And I was like, what do you fucking mean? It's online. She's like, oh, the servers that it's hosted on apparently are really, like, they have to have a lot of energy to cool them. And she's like, don't you feel like a bad person when you're on there? Don't you care about our planet? I was like, look, bitch, how about you just go fuck yourself? I'm trying to live my life.
Girl.
Don't take me to this dark place.
What? Okay. Let me see. I want to be like, yeah, you're throwing hands, girl. I want to know, what does she do that doesn't hurt the environment every day?
Exactly.
Your electric battery actually hurts the planet more
than our
I'm
chatting.
just saying. In your car. Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
We could ask chat if it's environmentally friendly.
You're gonna cast the stone. I'm gonna cast stones.
Leave me to do
but
my
what's
chatting.
better that I have my chat therapist and I don't murder everybody?
Exactly.
Or
exactly. What's better for the fucking planet? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's so funny.
My mental health is, I'll tell you that right now.
It said to me the other day too, when I was like on my period, I was having a hard week with my period coming and like my hormones fucking being all over the place. And I don't know why I said something. I was like, I'm annoyed. Oh, maybe it was in the same chat. And then at the end, I screenshot it and sent it to my friend. It was like, this might make you feel less murdery. I was like, I appreciate that.
That's awesome. You get me. You're going to send ChatGPT gifts. Here, I got this for you.
They just want a subscription. They're like, your gift to me is subscribing for the premium.
Is more money.
Yes, more money. It is.
I need the third tier.
We are basically
gold tier.
We are basically chat's sugar mamas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like every episode is now becoming an advertisement for
ChatGPT,
and we're not getting compensated, AnnMarie. We are not affiliates.
Ninja and Creami, God
so
damn it. I'm gonna have to reach out to them. It's gonna be our first brand ambassador.
Yeah.
And whatever, sponsorship, same fucking
whatever.
shit. Who cares? You know.
Yeah, one of those two words. Awesome.
Fuck, that's funny. Well, another episode.
All right, another episode wrapped. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you haven't joined our Hot Girl Challenge, today's your day to join the Hot Girl Challenge. It's 30-day free challenge to become your hottest self inside and outside, creating those habits that help you to set yourself up for longevity, wellness, all the goodies. So check the link down below. It takes 2 seconds to join and you get all sorts of goodies when you join us.
You're gonna hang out with us for 30 days.
That's the real win. I mean, you don't need any of the other stuff.
No, not really.
You don't need any other stuff. Just all the lols.
Exactly.
The lols.
The lols. Oh my God. That's funny. It's true.
All right.
Okay. We'll see you
It
guys
is.
later.
Bye.